So let's talk about uploading a choreography script into your FW32 firing modules. So to start, let's go ahead and create a couple simple scripts. So I've actually went ahead and I've already done this. Let's start with Finale. So this is Finale Business, and I've went ahead and I've created a simple script, position 1 and position 2. Position 1 is the first firing module, and it's addressed to address 1. Position 2 is the second FW32, and it's addressed to address 2. And then I just went ahead and I've added 4 cues per each firing module. So it's a real simple script. So once you create your script, you're going to need to export it as a CSV file. So to do that, you go down here from File down to Export Firing System Script, and you're going to use the Merlin CSV format. Click on it, you're going to hit Export. It's going to ask you what you want to name it, and we'll call it the FW32 demo. It's telling me it already exists. Are you sure you want to replace it? And I'm going to say yes. At this point, this is saved. So now let's say you're using a different software. Let's say you're using ShowSim Backyard, which is one of the cheaper choreography softwares that you can have out there. It has limited options, but if you're just going to put on a smaller show and just need a few under, I think it's 300 cues, this is an option for you. So anyway, I've went ahead and I've done it. Again, exactly the same. I've created 2 firing positions, each one addressed individually. Position 1 is address 1. Position 2 is address 2. And once you went ahead and you create everything that you're happy with, you're going to go ahead and you're going to export this as a CSV file. So you're going to export show. You're going to create the Merlin CSV format. You're going to tell where you want to save it. Now it's going to want to save it into the C drive, into the ShowSim program folder. But personally, I like to send it to my desktop, to a folder that I usually use. So we're going to go to this one, and it's on my desktop, and I'm going to call the FW32 demo. I'm going to rewrite it. It's going to ask, are you sure you want to replace it? And we'll say yes. And you're going to hit export. And it'll ask you again, are you sure you want to overwrite that file? And we'll say yes. At that point, you just created 2 CSV files. Now, CSV files are simply the directions that the firing modules are going to use to fire their cues. So now you're ready to go ahead and open our upload software, which comes with the FW32. Now to begin, if you've never set up the Firewall Manager before, you're going to have to set it up the first time. And you're going to go up here to Setup. Now, word of caution, when you go to Setup, anytime you go to Setup, as soon as you click on something here, so we'll go to Options, which is what you'd normally do, and you click on Options. As soon as you go to this window, when you're finished here, you're going to have to shut the program down in order to go and do anything else. It's just the way that the program is designed to lock your choices into the memory. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. You're going to go and you're going to tell the program how many modules it should be looking for. And right here we have modules 1 to modules 2, and that's actually already set up perfectly. We only have 2 firing modules, 1 to 2, so that's fine. Modems you don't have to worry about. The program network security code. This will be a unique code that every customer has, and basically this is your PIN number. This is a specific code that you can either tell me what you wanted or I will assign a number for you, and it's unique to you only as a customer. This allows you to encrypt your firing module so only you can make any changes in the field, and only you can upload to your specific modules. And mine's already set as the demo security code. And once you're happy with everything, you don't have to change anything here with the protocol level. You don't have to change anything on the right hand side at all. And you're going to hit OK. When you hit OK, the program will shut down. And you're going to be fine with that. So once it shuts down, you're just going to go back up here and open it up again. You don't have to go back to setup. You just done that. So you'll go to CSV, open. And now you're going to go ahead and locate the file that you just created and saved to your desktop. Mine's FW32 demo. And when you go over here, you can see address 2, these are the queues. Address 1, these are the queues. Over on the right side, you'll see select COM port. Select COM port is telling you what ports on the computer are active and ready to communicate. Now our systems use the COM ports to basically speak with your firing modules. I know for a fact it's USB serial COM port 5. We're not using Bluetooth. So if you click on this, it starts to search for all the devices that are linked to this USB serial port COM port 5. And you can see we've got 2 here. These are your firing modules, the FW32s. You've got the 1 address, and then you've got 002 address. And these are your serial numbers of each individual firing module. In order to upload, you should first start off by deleting any prior scripts that are built into your firing module. So to do that, you just go ahead and you take the mouse over to the specific firing module you want to delete and erase, click on it, and then you're going to hit erase. It'll ask you again, are you happy with that? And we'll say yes. And it is now erased. You're not going to go down to the second address. And the second address is erased. So now that you're erased, you're ready to upload. Now let me show you how this is broken down. In this window here, these are the addresses that are linked to the CSV, not to your firing module. So basically, when you click on 1, it's going to show you all the queues that are in that script that you just created. When you click to 2, these are all the queues that are assigned to address 2 in the script that you created. Over here, this is the specific firing module. So you want to link the correct address to the correct firing module. So if it says 2 here, you're probably going to want to have 2 here. If it says 1 here, you're probably going to want to link it to address 1 here, FYI. So we're going to start with 1. And you're going to upload it to firing module 1, and we're going to click upload. And now it's working. When it's finished, you'll see it says it's wrote to the module, it's saved to the module. So now you're ready to move to 2. You go to the script address 2, then you're going to go down here to the firing module 2, and you're going to hit upload. And now the second module is being uploaded. And at this point, if you've were ready to go, and let's say you had more sophisticated show, you can turn off the computer and use everything on your Mongoose transmitter. You don't need to use this computer anymore for any kind of communications. So this is the equipment that you're going to need in order to upload the script from either Finale or from ShowSim into your FW32s. So to begin, you're going to locate your interface tool and your Mongoose. You're going to pop the little rubber cap off the mil-spec connector. You can take the other mil-spec connection and you're just going to turn it until you find the sweet spot and just screw it in. The other end, USB, goes into the USB connection on your PC. I wanted to show you what the hardware does when the software is running its process. And you'll see the lights flicker and all that. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to upload. We'll start with 1. We'll go to address 1 and we'll upload. You'll notice the green and red lights are lighting here, saying that it's receiving and transmitting. And that module just loaded its proper 3 queues. It flashes 3 times to let you know what queues have been used. And now we're ready to go to address 2, module 2. Yeah. And module 2. And now we're going to do this one. Upload. Again, it's flashing, it's doing its thing, it's finished, and this time it's got 4 queues lit, saying that those are the 4 queues that are going to be used.